think it's getting to the point of lockdown where the hair has just been lost forever. I don't even think a barber could save me now. So the topic of the video is Athlean-X. His name is Jeff, and he's potentially in a bit of a pickle. I had people ask me quite a while back saying, oh, can you do a video on Athlean-X? I don't really know how I wanted to approach it. All things pushed to one side, regarding the information he provides, a lot of it I actually find quite useful and agree with. Granted, I'm not really a religious follower of his. I don't watch his videos often. But when I have, I've usually come across something which I thought, you know, this is helpful. Then I see Fillion, the OG that's made a return, make a video regarding his use of fake weights, which I was completely oblivious to. So I did a bit of digging, and here we are. This video is going to focus on two things. One of which being the fake weights, whether or not he's using them, etc. And the other one being his natural status. Straight away, I believe he's using fake weights, and here's why. He's a relatively light guy. I think they said about 170 pounds. He's in great shape, very lean. And in some of his videos, he's demonstrating movements like the bench press, pin press, the deadlift. But then if you consider how much weight he's actually lifted, especially relative to his body weight and how he's lifted it, i.e. in such a smooth and controlled manner, then you go a bit further and you look at the plates he's using. So he'll always use matching plates up until the last pair. So one plate either side will look different to the rest. Athlean-X, he's got over 10 million subs. That man has dollar. So he can definitely afford matching plates, and he can definitely afford fake plates because they are hella expensive. I don't doubt that he's a strong guy, but in the bench press video, which you're probably seeing now, realistically, I think he's lifting 2 plates and a fake plate, which may weigh 5 kilos or another number. And then you dissect how he moves the weight. Take it from someone who used to bench a little bit back in the day. That's right, at 26 years old, I've become that old guy in the gym who says, back in my day, I used to bench 4 plates because I did. The good old days.
It's been 10 years.
Realistically, he's not moving 3 plates at that body weight like that. So for someone who prides himself on being trustworthy and credible, using and potentially misleading, or maybe even lying, if you want to be quite sinister about it, to his followers, to his fans, to his subscribers, about how much weight he's lifting is kind of a bit of a snaky move, so you don't really appreciate that. Does that discredit the information he gives? No, but it could lead to people potentially questioning whether he's as trustworthy as they once thought. But realistically, you also have to consider is, why do you watch his channel? Like, whenever I've watched his channel, I've gone to him for information, demonstration and knowledge. I've never once gone to his channel to view displays of strength because, quite frankly, I don't care how strong he is. And quite frankly, I don't think a lot of you do either. Not many people actually care how much you lift other than you. And a lot of Athlean-X's followers are going to be newcomers to the gym. So if you tell them I bench 2 plates or I bench 5 plates, that weight is so far beyond comprehension of how much they can lift. It's just a lot of weight to them. Like, someone says to me I bench 5 plates and someone says I bench 8 plates, for example. To me, that's just a lot of weight. It's not really separated by anything other than that. And the other thing is, I kind of thought fake weights died many years ago with Brad Dingleberry, but apparently they've come back. I guess a reason behind it may be the fact that his content is essentially what pays his bills, which kind of follows us on to the next point of his natural status, being, do I think he's Natty or enhanced? Purely based on my opinion, I would lean more towards him being enhanced. So he's a middle-aged guy and he's in phenomenal shape. He's got that dry look that almost gives the illusion of thin skin. He's veiny, he's big, he's jacked, he's got those boulder shoulders and fat arms, and he's lean year-round, which is something that most people can't maintain. His biggest selling point is himself. So if he looks great, people are more likely to buy into the information he's giving out and likely buy into what he's selling. If you go to a personal trainer who might know a lot but doesn't look how you would expect a personal trainer to look, you may be less inclined to take the information they're giving out purely based on the initial visual judgment. If they have a look that kind of appeals to you from like an aesthetic standpoint, you may be more likely to take their advice then. Everyone always says, oh, don't judge a book by its cover. But a lot of times, especially in the fitness industry, when the cover is the selling point, which is your body, a lot of people are going to judge you on that. It's a shame, but it's a reality. When you're constantly being judged on essentially how much you're lifting and how you look, that may encourage someone to then go down the enhanced route, or to encourage them to use fake plates to give the illusion that they're lifting more, thus potentially appealing to a larger audience. Therefore, greater customer base, more consumers, more dollar. I'm taking this off because it's hot. That's just my take on the matter. Do I condone using fake plates? Absolutely not. Do I think if you use fake plates, you could be considered a candidate for the bin? Absolutely. Does it mean that I think you should definitely go in the bin? Potentially not. I would consider putting you in the recycling, to give you a second chance, but I don't think I would ever consider putting you in the Grundon provided the information you did give out prior to the event is what I deem to be useful for a lot of people. Do I condone enhancements? At the end of the day, it's a personal choice. If you are going to go down that route of PEDs, do I believe you should claim natural when you're not? Absolutely not. It's misleading and you're lying to the people who are trying to support you. Not a fan of that. If someone were to do that, I would consider that eligible criteria to place them into the Grundon so they can no longer return. At the end of the day, if you're going to Athlean-X for information, do I think that's a bad shout? Absolutely not. I think a lot, as I said, there's a lot of stuff he gives out is good. Do I think he's been a bit of a snake with other things previously mentioned? Absolutely. There's a fly, but I don't know where it is. I found it. It's over there. Take everything I've said with a pinch of salt. These are merely my opinions, nothing else. You don't have to listen to them, although I would appreciate if you did like, comment, subscribe and tell your friends. But nonetheless, I appreciate it if you made this... Oh my god. Trampoline. Trampoline.
Oh my god! Trampoline! Trampoline!
Oh yeah, Pat.
Oh my god!
But nonetheless, I appreciate it if you've made it this far, and I appreciate you for tolerating my waffle and the Cornish pasty on my head.
Nice.
There's people on top.